Yeah, yeah, yeah. Tonight's the night I'm breaking free. No chains, no rules, just me. I've been walking in the shadows, waiting for my turn. Playing by the rules, but they got nothing left to burn. Fire's in my veins, now I'm done with standing still. Gonna climb this mountain, bend it to my will. They said stay in line, just do as you're told. I was never made for a life so cold. Rhythm of my heart beats loud and strong. This is my anthem, my victory song. I'm ruling my own world, lighting up the sky, turning all the doubts into sparks that fly. I'm running with the thunder, I'll never back down. Crown on my head, I'm owning this town. I'm ruling my own world. Driving distant stories, soaring so loud. The streets are paved with echoes of the dreams they left behind. But I've got a map of courage and I'm steering my own mind. Let the neon lights
What's
guide
going
me
on,
through
everybody?
this
Welcome. It is
endless fight.
Wednesday night.
Name in the starlight.
Yeah, it's Wednesday night. I think it is.
They said stay in line, just do as you're told.
We're gonna do a little bit of making tonight. How y'all doing?
The rhythm of my heart beats loud and strong. This is my anthem, my victory song. I'm ruling my own
I want to see
lighting up the
everybody in chat.
sky, turning all the doubts
We
into
need all
sparks
of
that
the
fly.
likes,
Running
the
with
follows.
thunder, I'll never
I need F's in chat.
back my head, I'm
Why not? Just F's in chat. Everybody go F in chat.
ruling my own world.
We're just gonna have some fun. It's a print-a-thon.
Driving distant, soaring guitar so loud.
Well, with as much filament as I have.
Oh, the fire's alive. Can you feel it inside?
Welcome, my friend. You're from Argentina. Welcome. I don't even want to pronounce your name because I'm probably gonna mess it up.
Holding tight, I'm stepping into the day. I'm taking
Joconut? Is that it? Joconut? I'll try it. Every stream, we start off with like 100 people, then within a minute it goes down to like 30. That's all right. Celio Paña, what's up? Saludos. ¿Cómo está?
I'll never back down. Crown on my head, I'm owning this town. I'm ruling my own world.
We're live on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube.
I'm carving out
The tube.
with grit and gold. I'm ruling my own world.
This music is crazy. Yeah. It is. It's my music. I wrote it. What is going on? Get the right screen. What's going on, everybody? How you guys doing? It is Wednesday night, 7 p.m. almost Eastern. We went live a little bit early, but I just got bored, so I'm like, whatever. We got to do this. So we've had projects today, and we played some PUBG this morning. Had some good fun with that. The matches haven't been that great. They did a hot fix like right in the middle of a match, which was weird. As soon as we exited the match, the hot fix had to restart. It was just nuts. But yeah, so we have been printing all day long and dealing with temperature issues, which is something that if you're going to get into 3D printing, the ambient temperature of your room really makes a lot of difference. Joel Martinez, what's going on, my friend? Welcome from Spain. What is the hour in my country? Well, we are streaming at 7 p.m. Eastern, so it is almost that time. It's 5 o'clock my time, so it's Eastern time is 2 hours ahead of 2 hours from me. So yeah, there we are. Hope everybody's doing well.
What? Did we
Oh
just
my
become best
gosh, look at
friends?
that. Alicia, I can't even pronounce that properly. I'm so sorry, but thank you for that Prime sub. You only get one of those per month, and you gave it to me, and that is very precious. Thank you so much. I swear to God, I can't talk. I can't speak English. Yeah, it is what it is. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, $1.99, Mr. Zach. What's going on? And I'm monetized. Yeah, I've been monetized for a while, my dude. I've been monetized for a while. How you be? How you be? How you be? Oh my. Yeah, I had the chat up on fan funding, so I didn't see anybody coming in. Let me go over to the YouTube side. My wifey, 3D Medic Vince, what's going on? Debbie Webb, JPP, Zach, Yarg, Tammy, and I think I got everybody. Cool beans. Let me go back to the this side because I didn't have the dual chat set up. But thank you for that $1.99 super chat. I appreciate you, my guy. I think you're actually my first super chat in like the last 2 weeks. Mm. It is hot in here. Hello, Miss Squid. How are you? Look at all these precious people. Y'all are awesome. Ratma, what the heck? Rataman. Welcome from Argentina, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're not going to be staying long enough. You're going to jump on some PUBG in a bit. Well, that's cool. That's cool. I know PUBG's more important. I know it is. I mean, it is actually. Where did I get that shirt? I have no idea where my wife got this for me. I don't do any of my own clothes shopping. I wear what she gives me. So I think she might have got it at Walmart or something. I don't know. Howdy. So we've been printing all day long, and so I've been printing more of my the planters, and all that good stuff. Oh, Squid, thank you so much. Thank you. You're super. You has super chat at the $1.99. You awesome. Appreciate you. But my Flashforge printer, by the way, everybody, did this to this. You guys see that? You guys see this edge? Look at this. It. I've been printing these. I printed one today, and I went to print a second one, and it did that to me. And I know what it is. It's ambient temperature in this room is going stupid because I've had to run the air conditioning, and it's too damn hot in here. So yeah, lessons to learn. Keep the temperature stable in the room. We, as a matter of fact, every one of my printers has had temperature issues today, and I'll just start showing you it. So my original Ender printer has had multiple issues keeping the temperature up. And so I did a PID calibrate after I turned off of the air conditioning and just simply opened the window, and it would PID calibrate again. That was just so bad. I know, simple cardboard box will help that. I know. But if I cover up everything, you guys don't get the beauty. You don't get to see it. The whole backdrop gets screwed. Allegiate. Am I going to see the NBA? No, I don't follow sports. I'm not a sports ball person. Not anymore. At least not American sports. Got to go meeting. All right, Zach. Thank you, buddy. Have a good time at your meeting, I guess. Oh my gosh. It's great. Why did you spend 3 hours in a salon with no water? Don't salons have water? Usually, salons these days will give you water. At least that's what I've been told. Because every time my wife takes my boys to to their hairdresser, the salon that they go get their haircut at, um, because our barber here is evil. Uh, yeah, it just doesn't work out. Hiro Manu, what's going on, my friend? Joshua Kim, welcome. So, guys, it's a printathon. So we've been, doing the things and printing some stuff. I've actually tried to print my Slimer like 40 times recently, and for some reason, my Slimer model just will not print. And let me show you here. See, this is what I've been printing is pots for my planter. It's a self-watering hydroponic, starter planter. Pikachu, what's going on, my guy? How you doing? How you doing? My guy, my gal, what? I don't know. The internet's the internet. I don't know what anybody is anymore, but welcome. Oh my gosh, cardboard box plus clear curtain shower. That would actually be interesting. That would be interesting. You know what would actually be the most sensible thing is to just get enclosed printers, and I don't have to worry about it any longer. My afternoon is doing very well. It is doing very well. But yeah, so here's my Slimer. Yeah, yes, go ahead and save that file. And let's load up Slimer. So this guy right here, I've been trying to print this guy for a while now. He's a dude, she's a dude. We're all dudes. Yeah, I mean, dude. I mean, we grew up in the dude era. So, Andre Cat. Hola, ¿cómo está? And, this is a good Slimer model, right? This is a good Slimer model. I really want to get this one printed. And he's hollow. And isn't that disgusting looking up there? Look at his butt. Look at that. Look at that. But anyway, so I've been through trying to print this guy. And no matter what I print him on, it doesn't work out. Something always happens. And it's generally, here, let's just go ahead and do a real quick slice on this, and I'll tell you where it happens. So I know it's a model issue. I just don't know how to fix it because I don't know anything about Blender. I actually contacted the dude that actually made this model, and he's not answering for like 2 weeks now. But right here, nope, get over here. Where's my mouse? Right about there. That's where it is. It always messes up right there. Always. And you go, what the heck? Well, you zoom in here, and you see we have our bridge right here, which is a very short bridging. And for some reason, it knocks over that tree support and that one. And I don't know what to do about it. I've unchecked this option in here about independent layer, independent support layer heights, and doesn't do any good. Nothing. This is not a short print. It's a 6.5 hour print at minimum, and that's like 2 hours into it right there. So yeah, things just suck. It just sucks, man. But that being said, I've printed off a few other things recently, and there's actually one printing right now. Let me go to this camera. You can do it. You really can. Pop up. Come on, camera. There we go. We're using that really slick rainbow silk filament that Adaxios actually purchased for me off the Amazon wish list. Printing a cat sitting on its butt. Because I wanted to see, it's more of a technical test of this particular filament. I wanted to see if it can be replicated. Yeah, it's doing time lapse. But I wanted to see if it could be replicated in exactly the layer heights and the colors? Now, that's a good question. Do I have the box checked for avoiding crossing outer walls? Yes. I know. That's what I'm using as snug supports on this particular model, but for some reason on the Flash Forge and on the regular Ender Gold, this particular printer right here, um, this one, what the heck? This one right here. For some reason, uh, snug supports on this will melt into the model. And I don't understand it. It's an adjustment thing. I haven't figured it out. Happens on the Flash Forge as well. And this one has actually gotten into the habit of doing some oozing, which I just saw. Oh, God, that hurts. Yeah, it's already dried off. If you guys didn't see, I actually put walls up on the Flash Forge, which bugs me uh, because here I'll show you why. The only thing that's left on it is the top, and how long does it print something take something that's not so complicated? It depends on the size, honestly. But on the Flash Forge printer, I put put uh, these ABS walls up. They're actually off of my old sign, believe it or not, from my old Gear Tech, my old business. And I just cut it and to fit and slid them in the slots, and it looks really nice. So the only thing that's left is the top and the door. So it's being protected from the side wind that it was getting, but it's still having issues. I don't understand this thing. I have just decided I'm going to enclose every printer that I own. I don't care what it is. It's just going to get enclosed. I'm going to enclose my Epson multi printer out in the living room. I wonder what that would do to it. That'd be interesting. But we are here to have some fun tonight, and tonight's theme is gardening. Goes along with my homestead series, by the way. And I have been searching through all sorts of stuff on Maker World and printables for like most of the afternoon, trying to figure out stuff that I want to print. And this gardening tool set is actually pretty nifty. And it can be printed with PLA, believe it or not. Chris Brown, what's going on? Welcome. You got to go? Got to make a couple of phone calls? All right, Squid. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. All right, JPP. I know you will. I know you will. But this is a really nifty set of 4 gardening tools that can be printed out. That way you don't have to go spend money at the store just to go lose the darn things. Manuel, I can't read that. I'm sorry, my friend. All right, Tammy. Thank you for being here, though. I appreciate you. Taylin, welcome, welcome, welcome. But yeah, so this was a neat little set of gardening tools that I was looking at. And we're going to be doing a print-a-thon about all sorts of nifty little things, you know, to help with your gardening needs. And one of the things I want to do is next week, I want to do a giveaway of all of the gardening tools that we print. So it's going to be fun. Fun, 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 fun. Because you guys will get something out of it besides watching me try to print crap. And sadly, I don't have a lot of colors right now. But the thing is you're going to have to be in the United States to win, because the fact I can't ship out overseas right now because of tariffs and shipping costs are way too high, unless y'all want to actually spend the money to actually have it shipped. But there is so many nifty things over here, like basil seed thresher. That is cool. Do you guys know how much of a pain in the butt it is to get basil off of the stem? It's just enormously bad. You know, the seat planner tools are actually really slick and super simple prints. We're actually going to let's just download one of these right now. And yeah, you don't need a lot of infill or anything, but you know, if you're going to print it, do it right. You know, make it to where it's not going to break if you put a little weight on it. You know what I'm saying? So let's just bring that over to the Flash Forge printer, which has the actual basin of what I'm printing. These are the basins right here. And we're going to use the existing settings that I used for this to print this. So we're just going to open this puppy up, just add a new a new plate on here. And I got to show you guys last stream, by the way. Gaz, what's going on? Welcome, my friend. Welcome. So, you know, last stream, we downloaded a Wednesday Addams model, and I figured it could not be printed in decent detail. Thank you, Fox. Thank you for being here. But I was wrong. I'll show you guys that in just a minute. So we're going to get this thing oriented on the bed so it prints perfectly just the way it needs to be. Look at that. Look at that. And for this particular one, we're going to add support. We have tree supports already added. And let's go over here. Make sure that there is a brim on it. That way it adheres to the bed a little bit better. Slice of puppy, and we got an hour on it on the print. Look at that. And it's going to be a little bit tough because we're going to be doing 4 walls instead of 3. So that adds a little bit of time. So let's go ahead and just start one of these puppies. And they're super, I mean, easy prints, you know, less than 20 grams of filament. So we'll get that puppy going. And let me, yeah, there we go. Here's little Wednesday Addams. This came out way better on an FDM printer than I expected. You know why it's not autofocusing? Because I turned autofocus off. Look at that. There's a lot of detail. Look at the hair. You can see the detail on the hair. That was actually pretty slick. Would I like to print bionic body parts? I think it would be pretty cool if I could get the right materials and the right printers to do it. In order to print bionic body parts, you actually have to have some fairly high-tech equipment. So yes, in fact, I would absolutely love it. The equipment I have now, I wouldn't trust to build bionic body parts. The consumer grade stuff, no. You would need to print stuff in like ASA carbon fiber or something similar. Oh my lord. What the heck is that ticket? All right, so let's hit that 5 a.m. cam up, see what's going on there. And I'm going to find actually the rest of the Addams Family figurines and print them out so I can have the whole family, including Lurch. And then we'll do a painting stream and try to paint them. I mean, it shouldn't be too hard. They're all black and white. That's a joke. You know, Addams Family was done in the 60s. Why is that camera crooked? Oh, Lord. It's not crooked here. That's better. Oh. And yeah, we're going to print this on the Adventurer 5M just for expediency because it is my fastest printer. And in the meantime, I will show you guys what's going on with the other printers. Where's the Max? Oh, there it is. Come on. The cameras are so slow tonight. But we've been printing, like I said, all day long. And I'm printing some shelf brackets with this one. These are actually almost done. So, Departed, welcome, my friend. Welcome. Hello from Peru. This is the Ender 3 Max Neo, a 300 by 300 build plate printer. Hopefully pretty soon we're going to actually have some multicolor printers so we can show you some cool multicolor stuff. Right now, all I got is single color printers, so we're just going to have to deal with it. We'll end up doing a lot of painting, but I'm okay with that. But yeah, this print has been going on since what, 8 this morning, and I printed them really, really slow and very accurate because they're shelf brackets, and so I don't want them failing when I've got stuff on a shelf. That would just be a horrible thing. And the FlashForge printer is violent because it will shake this entire room. But isn't that a slick view? But yeah, Chad, there's been a lot of things that I want to do for the channel, for you guys. And we're going to be doing, like I said, some giveaways and stuff like that. And it's going to happen next month. This month, just not in the finances to do stuff like that. So, Monkays, what's going on, my friend? Welcome. Hi, men. There's not all men here. There's a lot of women, too. Why would everybody think that a 3D printing stream has just men? Because actually, I think I actually know more women that 3D print than men. Maybe it's because women are more creative than men. Men are more technical. We build printers, women use them. That actually makes a lot of sense. I mean, I'm just saying. Nashigan Piran, welcome, my friend. How are you? I think I pronounced that correct. Nashigan Piran. Did I say that right? I don't know if I did or not. But thank you for being here. It has been a rough one. By the way, everybody, the podcast that I was on for the Goat Show did come out yesterday. And I was actually going to put this out on this morning's stream, and I forgot to. See if I can just go grab the link for it real quick here. Oh, that is the wrong browser window. There we go. It is here on YouTube as well as TikTok and everywhere else. So, not TikTok. Well, yeah, I think they have it on TikTok. Monkey says, Spry the FlashForge Adventurer 5M. Let's see, The Goat Show. There it is right there. And then we go videos. And then we go copy this one. Ah, stop it. Because I still need to watch the rest of this thing. I'm going to go ahead and put this in the chat for all to click on. If you guys want to see the podcast that I was on about a month ago, there you are. Have at it. Wow, it's not posting over to Kick, and I don't know why. But yeah, they did a pretty good job in the interview. If you guys want to know the entire story, basically my entire life, go and watch that podcast because they did a pretty good job, and they're good guys. They deserve a lot of support. By the way, I got to check on my buddy Dan. Maker's Mind Nexus has a goal to get to 2K by May. Chat, he needs 200. Do me a favor. Really? What is my follower goal? We surpassed that a while ago, Spry. There we go. My follower goal on Twitch, we surpassed that like a while back. We're sitting at 79,084 followers right now. I mean, it'd be cool if we hit 100,000, but my follower goal for 2025 before the whole kind penguin thing happened was literally 5,000. So we've surpassed everything that I wanted for this year. So I'm very, very thankful for everybody. Trying to let some cool air in here because it is hot in here, chat. It is very hot. So the question I have for everybody is, if you had a 3D printer, what would you print with it? What would be your go-to print? Ow. Ah, I think everybody just lost their voice. It is okay to talk, people. It really is. Oh, I wanted to actually show you guys this. So these are what I've been printing all day because I have two of them, and now I have the bottom of a third, but I need more of the pots. Right now we're growing over on my shelf over here. I'm growing 2 apple trees as well as a whole load of bell peppers. And it's getting hot enough out now where I can actually start my hot peppers, get those going, and tomatoes. I always do the bell peppers first because they take forever to grow. I don't know what it is with Colorado weather. But yeah, so I'm real big into homesteading and gardening and so forth. And I just enjoy, you know, creating things, making things grow because it's an enjoyable thing because we don't always get the time and the ability to create. Our entire society anymore is built around destruction and throwing things away. Well, all of these all of these are reusable. Use them year after year. Print more when you need them. Ooh, what is this guy? I haven't seen this guy. Well, that's nifty. It's also kind of worthless, to be honest with you, because with those tiny little supports, I would not trust it to hold my plants up. Sorry, Peter Mesnick. And I am brutally honest. So, I mean, there is that. There is that. Customized Legos? Oh, well, you would absolutely love what is up on the internet here. Maker World, I believe it's Maker World, or is it Printables that has it? Lego collection post Maker Lab. I think it's in Maker Lab. Let me go look. Maker Lab Lego. It is, in fact, not. Oh, yeah, it is. So they've got all sorts of things in Maker Lab that you can do, but you can literally print out your name or anything else you want on Lego. It'll actually print Legos for you. So, I mean, that is actually pretty slick. And I actually had thought about doing something similar to this, is printing out a giant, like 3 foot by 3 foot piece and putting it on the wall and printing out people's names that donate to the channel or, purchase something off the gift list. I think that would be excellent. Just to give a recognition of people that have actually done that. What do you guys think about that? Would that be cool? What's up, mythical cosplay hero? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How is your dragon? Are you feeding your dragon? How to feed your dragon? But they also have the ultimate brick customizer right here, and you can make any type of brick you want. My best idea yet. Oh well, I can. I would do this, Havoc. I would definitely do the whole Lego thing. Print out a giant base plate and then put people's names on it. I mean, I am down with that. They ate lamb chops. Where's mine? Where's mine? So here's what we're gonna do. We're actually gonna put this right here, right at the top there, and we'll go back and there's a base plate customizer. There's an ultimate brick editor, which you can use. You can do that right here. This is really cool, guys. Really, really cool. So block width. I don't know. 30. Block height. 30. No, wait. 1. Da, 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 da. Tile. That's what we want. Tile. Yeah, we want base plate. That's what we want. Block brand. You can actually put Lego or Duplo on it, which is hilarious. With roadway, without roadway. What? Block width. Block. Oh, I'm an idiot. Generation successful. So I print out a bunch of these, and then I can print off your guys' names while on stream because it doesn't take that long to print them off and put it up there. I think that is an excellent idea, and that's what we're going to do. Yes, Havoc, I'm an idiot. I admit to this. Let's get rid of the radius though, because we only want radius on the outside edge. That didn't do anything. Printer specific. So how do we get rid of the rounded edge? Let's go find out. Curves. Slopes. I mean, we can always start with 1 and just add to it. So we'll just do that. 30 by 30 is a pretty big. How am I? Yes, how am I? I'm dumb. I'm a product of the American school system. And you know what? Let's see here. Brick your name. Let's go to customize this. And let's go to the original. Let's go 10. Also, the smallest we can actually get is 40. That's interesting. So let's see what it does. Let's see what it does. Let's just put, well, mythical right there. Because mythical bought a roll of filament for her dragon. So yeah, mythical hero cosplay. Generate! That is a big ass name. So, it's got to be a way to make this much smaller. I mean, I could just take it into OpenCAD and just do it that way. Well, yeah, that's part of it. I know I could just put D, but okay, so that actually makes it look better. Holy cow. Inner tight. But this text height is just way too big. We have to make it smaller. Well, maybe we can't make it smaller. I just, no, generate. No, we got to regenerate because we use a different font. Maybe we can't because of how the buttons on the actual Lego go. Now, I could just create something that doesn't have those on the top because it's not needed on the top. So that is a possibility. So if we just went back and put D, generate, I mean, it's still going to be a big print comparatively by a 30 by 30, thing. But that's okay. We will just go ahead and do this. And then once I come up with a different model, we'll do it that way. See, you guys are awesome. You inspired me. Let's go see where that 5M's at with that planting thing. Diego, what's going on, my friend? Welcome. And D, where's my lamb chops? Wait, we're having ribs tonight, so me. Oh God. You didn't bring any lamb chops, so that's your own problem. By the way, everybody, if you haven't seen the studio, there's been a lot of changes. The overly tall rack is no longer there. It's split into two. And yeah, there we go. It is now one long work table. I mean, you bring me some lamb chops and some mint jelly, and then we'll talk about trading for some ribs. I'm just saying. Because they don't need the thing about this is we don't need the Lego knobs on the top. We just need the name, right? We just need the name. So that would be very simple to do. As a matter of fact, what we can do is we can take this code right here. Look at this. Look at this. Look at all this code. We can take all this code and we can go change it and regenerate our own for what we actually need. Stud rescale, get rid of that. Stud type, solid, hollow. Get rid of, we can get rid of a bunch of this stuff in here we don't need. It says capital letters work best, so we go DE. But it doesn't look right. That's the problem with that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Rubik? Okay, no, I like that. I like the round edges on that. That looks good. I like it. So we'll download that one. Yes, replace it. Now, ironically, everybody, nope, it's not quite done. We got to wait for the shelving to get done, the shelving brackets, so that we can do those up real nice. Turn that damn thing off. All right. Excuse me, everybody. Oh, gosh. But, so yeah, there are some big things that I'm working on. It's just the problem in this industry is everything takes time, and right now a lot of things take a lot more time than normal because of this whole tariff thing. Everybody's afraid to do stuff, and I'm like, stop it. Copy, paste. This really hurts. So we're going to download this right here. Download raw file and open raw file. Welcome, June. How you doing? Have a great day. Well, I appreciate you. So this is where we can make all sorts. Wait, what? Oh, this is the original. Okay, I was gonna say I already have this. Yeah, I already have this. This is where you can select what you want to do with this stuff. You know, you're doing great. Thanks for asking. Well, that's awesome. I'm glad you're doing great. And let's see where makers at now. Still just short of 200 to get him to 2K by tonight, by midnight US. So if you guys can throw him a bone and you know give him a follow because heck yeah. But yeah, I will go through and I'm going to download the actual SCAD for this. We're going to download this code and you see the lesson, and we're going to do it up proper. King Bob just subscribed. King Bob, weren't you already up somewhere? Did you just subscribe over on Kick? Is that where you subscribed? I don't know. I don't know. Here, we'll just do it this way. Copy this. Wait, there's libraries to go with this? Oh, God, there's a lot of libraries to go with this. Okay, well, we will deal with that in a little while. I don't want to bore you guys with actually downloading all that stuff right now. How long have I been working on 3D printing for? Well, off and on for just under a decade, but I've gotten pretty serious about it in basically the last 4 or 5 years. So yeah, there is that. I thought you were sub too, but the funny part was is it didn't show you as a new sub on YouTube. That's the weird part. So I don't know. But we've been talking about stuff for tonight's theme is fun stuff for gardening, and there's a lot of stuff out there, or just basically outdoorsy stuff. Um, and I've been looking through all day long, and I have found so, so many things that I really want to print, and we're eventually going to get to quite a few of them. And so this is a very similar model to the one that I've made. And yeah, every section is on an A1 takes about 23 and a half hours. And it actually doesn't. I want to download this guy's model and see how much it compares to mine. Well, yes, I know. I will definitely make Lex one. My biggest issue with my hydroponic tower is instead of using standard 2-inch net cups, I use 3-inch cups, and you can't find any designs for 3-inch cups, which sucks. But yeah, I mean, he's done a really good job. This guy's done a really good job. Yeah, his are 1.5 inch. They're tiny. Have you guys seen? You guys haven't seen the one I've uh, done up here, so I'll show you that in just a minute. This is a much smaller version of the one I did, but it's definitely worth printing. So we will check. Whoa, what's going on? Whoa, what's going on with my? What's going? Stop it. That was interesting. Gardening. So back to the whole, what tonight was about is we're printing off one of these, planning tools, and oh, now these actually work. Um, these wasp deterrents. This is something if you guys have wasps in your area, these things will keep wasps away. We'll download one and I'll print it out and we'll put it outside, see what happens. It needs to be printed off in a white or an off white though. That way it looks similar to what they have, what they make. Yeah, this guy's using the 1.5 inch net cups as well. And we're actually printing this particular seed planter tool right now. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there that have. I mean, they've gone kind of overboard. Yeah, put it by the back door, definitely. And you can 3D print all of the connectors for a geodesic dome. Now, how much it would stay together, that is a whole different ball game. Unless you printed it in, some super strong ASA, like no infill, 100% infill, 5 walls, mechanical component type stuff. That would be interesting. And you can print signs and all sorts of neat stuff. I mean, for those of you that do the gardening type scenario, what would you be interested in for a giveaway? I mean, that's what I was asking earlier, and my wife is not allowed to answer. I'm joking. I'm not going to get myself in trouble with wifey. But I'm actually very serious because I would like to be able to do a giveaway and you know ship some stuff to people. Hey, now, you're talking blasphemy, woman. No ribs? Oh, golly. Look, actually, I need to actually print one of these, but I don't have any ASA right now to print with. So, garden hose holder, and if I did have ASA, I would have to print it without the air conditioning on, or else it would screw up the print. Dibbers. That's what they're called. Seed dibbers. Well, yeah, I mean that's one of the first things that I wanted to print off was, and I already downloaded the set. Is this right here? This whole little set, including the holder that you can mount on the wall. I think I've already downloaded that. Yeah, I already did. But I'll print off some of that, and that can be printed off in PLA because it's not going to be heating. It's not going to get into a lot of pressure or heat. So, but I'd actually thought of a few other things for a give. I wanted to do a couple of things. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say. Just to show my appreciation for you guys. And if not that, what else would the people in chat, my people, what would you like for a giveaway? Merch? That's one of the things I'm trying to do is I'm trying to lock down what my audience wants from me. Do a planter and a watering can and a Captain Kern Makes hat? Well, I could. I would need to find a way to get these hats printed a little bit cheaper because they literally cost $25 to print. But that is something we can do. Definitely can do. I always thought it'd be kind of cool is if I could find somebody to actually make a set of leather gardening gloves with my logo on them. I would love to give those away. Those would be great. But I mean, I could do like another hydroponic tower for somebody, but that's going to be a big, big shipment. Wait, what is this? I must have this in my life. This is getting downloaded.3D preview. We got to see this thing, guys. Look at this. It's the Millennium Falcon as a planter. I love it. Woo, 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 woo. Now, this is something I can dig into right there. So, fun fact, everybody, I actually tried to print this right here the other day, and it is so many different parts and so flipping hard to print. And look at the time, 125.1 hours to print this guy. It is so incredibly detailed, though. Look at this. And it's a floating Millennium Falcon in a, coming out of some sort of port. Yeah, Star Wars Chia or Succulent Planner, definitely, yeah. Now, I did print something a while back. Let me go grab it for you guys. I'll be right back. Well, actually, you guys can listen to me because the microphone is following with me. Oh, oh my, that's good. Oh, look, I hear myself. I just went out to the living room to grab something off my wife's shelf. And it is a little dusty, but let me grab this camera here and put this on here. I did this floating Charizard a while back. And for some reason, the camera puts it in blue, and it's actually purple. But it's a floating Charizard, and it was printed as one piece. I love these prints. They're incredibly hard to actually print. And that is what the Millennium Falcon that we were just looking at, this guy right here, that's what it is. It's a floating print, a suspended print. So that's actually pretty darn cool. And here's a Book Nook version of it, which is quite a bit smaller, but it's 225.3 hours. You print them so slow. Oh my God, he's got LEDs in this thing too. Okay, this just speaks to me. I'm a Hogwarts guy, you know. I dig the whole Harry Potter universe, just because of the fantasy aspect of it and the creativity you can have. This is amazing. Oh my lord! I guess that's one way to attach LEDs. But look at the little pictures. So much effort put into that. I got to download this too. I just got to. Maybe it'd be a good project to do something like this. You know, while we're at it, we're going to download this guy too. Slide the slider. Swiper, you're not swiping. Sir Cloud, hey yo, what's going on, my friend? How you doing? We're trying to come up with epic prints to print and to project for things to the things to do on stream. The projects of the project. And at. Okay, that one's got to get downloaded too, y'all. I'm gonna have a whole set of Star Wars, you know, planters. This dude has made 309 models, man. Ow, dang it. Haunter, Pokemon plot. Gee, I can't speak English. Gee, many crickets. Allergies are so bad. The wind's blowing like crazy. Okay, come on now. That is just cool. Even though it's not finished, it's cool. It's also very tiny. What else does this dude have? Counter Strike, Vertigo, a site. Oh, that is such a good map. I love that map. CS 1.6, baby. R2D2. Oh, yeah. B1 Battle Droid. Roger, roger. So for all of you that say I don't know my Star Wars, yes, I do. These miniature scenes are incredible. Nefertiti pot plant, or how about plant pot? Because in Colorado, a pot plant's something wholly different. Yoda, Snoopy. I mean, this guy's got some really cool stuff. Space Jesus. I'm just saying, there's some good stuff up here. Look at this, a Death Star for succulents. A Death Star for succulents. Well, you know, it's Colorado, and the wind just starts here and just keeps blowing and blowing and blowing. I'm gonna follow this dude because this is awesome. Or lady? No, I think it's a dude, Caleb. X-wing, Tie Fighter, succulent. Now we have been looking for a better X-wing to print, and no, this is the one that I already have, and it sucks. As a print, it absolutely sucks. Wait, can we look at the windshield? Let's go look at the windshield. Wait, wait. Yes, see, look at this. It's junk. Look at that. Look at the windscreen on this thing. Look at that. It's not even in there right. It doesn't even connect. That's what happens with mine. This is the one I've got right here, guys. See that? See this? See, this is the one I just printed. I printed 4 of these. Look at it. It's gross. Look at this. It didn't print layers properly. And I printed it on 2 different printers 4 times and came up with the same results each time. So I know it's not the printer. Somebody needs to get a whole lot better model of an X-Wing, and I will print the heck out of that thing. But by the way, everybody, we hit 13,000 on YouTube today, so thank you. I'm just looking for other stuff, and there's so many things that I want to print, and I just there's not enough time and not enough printers. And again, it just reset. And I'll let you guys know just as soon as this guy is done right here. I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. I am not feeling well. I'm tired. And it is extraordinarily hot in this room since I can't run it on air conditioning while the printers are running. Mythosaur skull. Mythosaur skull. Yeah, let's go. What is a mythosaur skull? What is a mythosaur skull? Although I just found something I am definitely printing and sending to somebody. There's actually a number of people I can send this to, including myself. Well, we're not leaving just yet. We're not leaving just yet. Guys, this thing is awesome! That is dope. You guys know I have a fascination with skulls, so. Hello, download. We're going to follow that person too. Oh, it's the symbol of the Mandalorians. Oh, okay. I got you. Well, hello. No, see, look, this, it's okay. I mean, it's okay, but yeah, I got the problems with it. Look, Archdemon. Oh, yeah, look at that. Why would somebody print it so small? It needs to be life size. Viking. Skulls and Vikings. There you go. That's where I'm at. Pretty decent paint on that, too. We're going to download that puppy because, yeah, we're going to do that one, too. And I do want to get started printing some Halloween cosplay stuff. So if you guys have any suggestions, leave me some feedback in the Discord. That way I remember. That's awesome, Havoc. I love Star Wars, but I love Star Trek more. So, I mean, I'm a huge sci-fi fan altogether. What? You just tried to send a super chat and the system won't let you? Oh, I'm sorry. YouTube be asshole. Yo, a Minotaur! Those things are so cool. Let's go look at this thing. Look at that's a rendering. I want to see the actual model. Well, it's not quite as detailed as it makes itself out to be, but that could be just the web version. This is straight off of my 1989 skateboard. Literally, I am not kidding you. That looks just like a graphic that I had on a skateboard once. Boy, did we get off track. We were talking about gardening, and now I'm all the way into skulls. Whoa, Jiminy Cricket. And of course, I have to change the scene manually because it died again. Was that the bat from the anesthesia? And it might have been. Yeah, if YouTube doesn't allow doesn't allow you to send a super chat or something like that, the best thing to do is just throw it as a tip. That way, I get 100% of it, and I don't have to share it with YouTube. Product talk. One of the things I do want to start doing is a little bit of HueForge stuff as well. If you guys aren't familiar with HueForge is, it's painting with filament, painting with plastic, and it is beautiful. However, the best way to do that is to have a printer that has an AMS unit on it, or a multicolor system, that is. That way, you don't have to manually change filament because it's time consuming, very time consuming. I did try a HueForge a couple of weeks back, and I got through the first 2 layers, 3 layers, I think it was, and I'm like, oh, screw this. I'm going to wait till I have a multicolor system. Because I literally just had to stand there at the printer and, it would just draw a line and then want me to change filament. It takes 5 minutes to change filament for it to draw a line in 10 seconds. To manually change filament, that is. I'm like, no, we're not doing it that way. Oh, beard whisker. Hopefully it's a beard whisker. Let's traumatize everybody in chat. I just realized nobody on Twitch has said a word in like 20 minutes. Geez, Cap. Hey, I'm married. I'm allowed to talk about these things. Well, I ain't been nowhere else, woman. So it has to be. Oh, man. I am so tired. I didn't take a nap today. That's the reason I am so exhausted. I had actually planned on going for quite some time tonight, but I'm just like, right now, I just can't do it. I'm blah. So I think what we're gonna do is this thing is for the most part done. I will take some pictures of it being used after I get it cleaned up and mark the use a pen marker to mark the lines on it. and post that up, and then I'm gonna go chill out in the living room and go watch something. So I hope everybody has a great rest of your evening. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for the super chat, Squid and Zach. Thank you for everybody else. I appreciate all of you. I am gone. Have a great night.